Hi anyone, I'm Luppi and we're playing some more Mario Minecraft. I don't know, the words weren't quite in my head. Okay, so we gotta put away some things and then we will, or it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna get rid of all this netherrack. We're gonna continue to get rid of netherrack. We're going to be netherracking it up for the foreseeable future. So that's the game plan, I know. If you want to see the after, you're gonna have to tune in like a month. Sorry. That's just the way it goes. Hopefully we have cool things to talk about within the entire time we're doing this, hopefully. It's gonna be really tiresome, really boring otherwise. How are you guys doing this week? Doing anything cool for the Memorial Day weekend? Did you buy anything on sale? Are the stores running out of stuff? I don't know. I don't know. You have to answer that yourself, I guess. Instead of listening to what people on the internet say, why don't you get some real world facts from the real world? Some primary sources. You know, you. Okay, enough about that. I had a pretty normal week, I guess. With one big exception being my sleep schedule is super screwed up. So that sucks. I guess it's just like, it's one of those, I've just been really bad about this week, just having like that, you know that thing where if you don't feel like you have control over your life, like you refuse to go to bed at a normal time, so you just stay up? And you don't even do stuff to be productive, you just kind of procrastinate. That's what I've been doing, I think, and it's not been working out, I'm gonna be honest. Really wish it was. Really, I could appreciate some stuff working out, you know, but that's fine, it's life. It is what it is. Actually, I don't know. Because we can just, nah, yeah, whatever. There we go. It is what it is. I don't know what it will be by the time we're done, but for now it is what it is. And I mean, we're definitely getting somewhere with this. Unfortunately, it's not anywhere quick and it's not anywhere good, but it is somewhere. I did do one thing though, which was also kind of contributing to my procrastination, which was rewatching The Owl House again. I don't know, it's kind of a comfort show for me, I guess. Like, I don't know, I just really groove with it. Like, I like a lot of the random Disney cartoons that came out around that time, like Amphibia, Starverse. I feel like Starverses was a little earlier. But, yeah, definitely Amphibia, you know, the Ghost and Molly McGee. But, The Owl House is definitely one that I keep coming back to. I guess my biggest criticism, or not my biggest criticism, but my biggest reason for, like, why Amphibia is sometimes a little hard to watch is I'm just not a fan of the whole, like, odd couple or, like, fish out of water trope. As someone who never really knows what's going on, like, it's deeply bothering for me. Because I see myself every time somebody makes a faux pas in these kinds of situations. And, like, that's a lot of the Amphibia humor for, like, the first season is, like, you know, Anne's kind of a selfish person. She's a kid. She's a young person. She's got a lot to learn. And she does. Like, that is her character development. She grows to be somebody who's actually, like, cares about her community and actually puts the work in to make people, like, to actually help people. And that's really cool. It's really cool to see that happen. It's really cool that that's, like, something the writers and really wanted to have as a part of their show. But I can't handle watching watching a lot of the time it just being at someone's expense that like they don't know what's going on. I don't know, yeah, I just never know what's going on, and it bothers me. And not bothers me, like it's not comforting. There we go. Like I see myself a little too much in it, so it's not something that relaxes me. I guess that's the way to talk about it. That's the way to look at it. It's not relaxing to me. Well, since we're in here, let's put this stuff away. We do want to keep the food. But yeah, watching the Owl House again. Almost done with it once again. Really enjoy being able to watch it legally, I guess, for once. That's kind of cool. As opposed to all the illegal watchings one can do. I don't know. I definitely do enjoy the Owl House. It's a very neat show. I would recommend like a lot of the new 10s like Disney programs for younger people. Like I said, Amphibia, Molly McGee, Star Versus, Gravity Falls, definitely. Wander Over Yonder. Like they're all pretty enjoyable shows. Yeah. I don't have anything deeper than that. I'm just really enjoying the Owl House. And I know why. It's my go-to to rewatch as opposed to other ones. I already laid out those reasons. I don't know, I feel like everybody's kind of got those kinds of things where like, you know, certain kinds of movies or certain kinds of shows are more appealing to you to rewatch. And sometimes it's a thing where it's something you can rewatch at a specific point in your life. When I was in college and a bit more of a... I don't know how to describe myself, but when I was in college, like, I would rewatch Kill la Kill and Archer all the time. All the time. Multiple rewatches of both. I don't know why. Like, I'm definitely very much a big Kill la Kill fan. A little more than it deserves, but I don't know. It's a very neat. It's got a lot of neat ideas. It's also very like very weird and hard to defend, I would say. And maybe that's kind of an issue with the way we look at and talk about media. Is like we really have to defend media? Can't it just do what it does, and then if it does it badly, we can just say, yeah, it did it badly. And if it does it goodly, but still leaves a lot of awkward sentiment, like we can talk about that. It's not defending, it's not attacking, it's just addressing elephants in the room. So I don't know. I enjoy Kill la Kill though. It's got a dope soundtrack. It's got some good themes. A lot of problematic crap. If most of the characters weren't like literal teenagers, then I think it would be a lot less problematic. Like honestly, if it was just adults, if the premise was the same except with adults, I think it would be a lot less problematic for people. It's just like the obsession with having young people be like the entire world of a fictional like story it needs to be reevaluated, I think. That's what I would say. It's not that it needs to end, because we've all watched Pokemon or Digimon or I don't know, any sort of shonen show where you have a young kid saving the world. Probably an overdone trope at this point, but I don't know. I'm also not a fan of like, it's Shaman King that has the idea that like the reason that everybody puts the weight of the world on kids is because like they aren't aware of their limits of their limiters, so they can just keep growing and growing and growing and do whatever they want, whereas adults like are aware of the rules of the world, so to speak, and they're more like less likely to come up with a novel way to do things. It's kind of a frustrating sentiment because if you look at most people who are successful, like a significant amount are far more successful later in life than earlier in life. I don't know. And a lot of those that are like successful early in life are like truly once in a generation, once in a like a human, like once in a century like geniuses, or they were carried pretty hard by other people. And that's not to knock people, you know. We all need a little help. So, you know, as long as it's not unfairly being construed as like, yeah, this person's a once in a lifetime genius, just ignore the fact that their parents literally gave them millions of dollars and let them do this thing for like a million hours every day. I don't know. I guess if people put in the work, we can't begrudge people who put in the work. We should want people to put in the work. That's what makes things good, when people put in the work. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, it's a little unfair how certain kinds of things kind of get dominated by people who just have too much time and money on their hands. I say, as a fairly privileged guy myself, able to do a lot of junk that other people wouldn't be able to do at all too. So, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely something you have to evaluate within yourself. And try not to step on other people's toes as they try their best to enjoy things. Or to achieve whatever end they want. It's not always about enjoyment. Sometimes it's just about doing a thing because you want to do a thing. Or doing a thing because you have to do a thing. Or whatever. Everybody's got their own reasons. And that's pretty cool. That's really cool when you talk with other like creators, and it's like, yeah, I make the pots because I want to sell the pots, and it's like, that's cool. I make them because I'm really bad at that, and I'd like to see just how much better I can get. Or, you know, I want to see whether or not I would just want to see them stacked on a shelf. That's always my motivation for anything, is I just want to fill out this collection. I want to see the numbers go up. I want to see things on shelves. Like, I'm very much addicted to to a very specific part of collecting, which is the part where you place it on a shelf and you get to look at it with all the other things. That's the only part I enjoy. And like, I've definitely known collectors who are all about the hunt. Like, people are willing to stand online to get like the latest Lego like set or minifig or whatever, or people who are like collecting Transformers. I don't know if people still do that. It used to be a big thing. There used to be a lot of cool sets though back in the day. I don't know if there's still cool sets. I look at them sometimes, you know, and I'm like, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by Transformers sometimes. I don't know. It might be a bit of that what's it called, like rose-colored glasses though. Like, yeah, I'm just misremembering the sets that existed when I was a kid, and it's like, yeah, they're it's always the same kind of quality. It's just you're no longer a kid, so these things no longer elicit the same kind of like response in your little brain than they do now. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of reasons to collect stuff. Although you could say that in a finite world, where people and corporations more than people are deluded into thinking that they have to get infinite growth every quarter, I don't know if that you can make an argument for moral collecting. Actually, I don't know if you can. And I say this as somebody who likes to collect. I don't know if you can make an argument for like moral accumulation of random things. I don't know. If any of you guys can, and it's not too like scumbag lawyerly, then that'd be nice. But yeah, I feel like it's definitely something if I were to tackle it would end up sounding like a moronic and very scummy lawyer trying to dance around the fact that it's I don't know. Yeah, I actually don't know how I feel about that. Okay, we need to eat stuff, but first I want to... Okay, so we do have the pickaxe, we do have the fruit. I hear a guy squelching about, but I don't really care about him. And I may make this video a bit shorter. I don't know, I may wear out my throat. I was hanging around a bonfire for way too long today, so I may have inhaled too much smoke and I may not be able to talk for 2 hours. I don't know. If I reach a point where it's very bad, I'm just struggling, then I'll let you know. We'll call it short if we have to. I would like to at least get an hour and a half. And I prefer it to not be silent. I'd like to keep yapping like I usually do. I feel like that's the bare minimum of what we can do. Well, we make this heck area. Hopefully we get through a lot of this netherrack and we can just start getting lava and making some flints and steel, more flint and steel, and lighting some fires. I feel like that would be some good ideas. Some groovy and fantastic things to do. But we'll see. We'll get there. We will get there. Okay. Hopefully I don't yawn a lot too. I'm recording this way later than I usually would. I've been procrastinating because I really wanted to finish the Owl House and I did not. So, oh well. I knew I wouldn't, but I was kind of just telling myself like maybe we can, maybe we will, and then I didn't. And it was like hours after I usually record, and it's like, okay, we've got to do this. We got to make the best use of the time we have available to us. I wish I was better at like time management, sticking to schedules. That's kind of why I don't think I could ever be a professional artist. I'm so shit. I am so absolute shit at just sticking to a schedule, you know. I can't. For the life of me. The only way I can manage it is by like leveraging a lot of things against myself constantly. Like I'm always surprised that I manage to upload a lot of videos on time or ahead of time. It's like I am terrible at procrastinating. I am constantly procrastinating. I am ashamed of the procrastination I perform constantly. And like on one hand, I like it because it allows me to have a lot of time to relax, or at least pretend I'm still relaxing while I'm actually just donking about, goofing off. But I don't know. We should probably get a bed too, so we don't have to keep going back to the bed. Or I guess we can go up here. Oh, this is a place, isn't it? This is a thing. Nice. But yeah, I've definitely got I've got a frog in my throat that's a little angry about the toad voice I did in the Luigi video. So that kind of sucks. And between that and the bonfire, I am just struggling. And that's okay. I had fun. I had fun both cases. I know my limits, and I don't always respect them. And so I suffer for it. And that's okay. That's fine. I mean, it's not. You should always know your limits and not push yourself to the point of destruction, but at the same time, like, it's probably okay. I'm fine. We're fine here. Okay. There we go. That works for me. Geronimo. Alright, let's keep placing Netherrack. Let's get this peninsula done tonight. Today. Whenever you're watching this, whenever I'm posting this, whenever it has to be. However it has to be. Let's do our best. There we go. I honestly just wish there was more Owl House. Like, why can't it be 3 or 4 seasons? Oh, it got shafted. To be fair, everything got shafted in that, like, era. Like, it's not just Disney. Like, they were definitely guilty of it. A lot. Like, basically every animated series they had in, like, the... Like, in the year 2020... Year, you know, it got kind of, screwed a little bit, but... I don't know, I feel like it happens all the time, too. Like, even with Cartoon Network and stuff. Like, you know, Adventure Time, okay, KO. I don't know. It's just not fair. It's not fair. Let people tell their stories, darn it. But at the same time, I can kind of get it. Like, if you're an adult, like, who gives a crap about animation? That's for kids. Cartoons are for kids, right? Who gives a crap? It's like the Nintendo shareholder men who pop in, who only care about Nintendo when they pop in for the shareholder meetings like every year. And then they get mad, like, why are you guys talking about games? And they're screaming this stuff in Japanese because Nintendo's a Japanese company. And the shareholders are all like old Japanese men. And the Nintendo execs are just like, we're a games company. We're all about having fun. We're not evil. A lot of our choices are backwards, but you know, that's because our company was founded in the 1800s, so suck it. We haven't adapted. We've only changed our products, we haven't adapted. And how our company deals with people. If it weren't against the law, we'd get you drunk and drop you off in the middle of the ocean. Deal with it. I'm sure that's not how an actual Nintendo person would talk, but I like to imagine they'd be a little sassy. In real life, they'd be a little sassy. You don't work for a company with that kind of history and not have, like, very specific and very, like, horrible things to say about what your company would do to people. My brain turned off. I don't know where to continue from that. It's just, I always like bringing up the Nintendo shareholders being confused that Nintendo is a video game company and getting upset about it. It's just a funny picture to, like, imagine some really well put together, like, old Japanese man just completely dumbfounded by other, like, men in suits just very excitedly, very happily talking about, like, random video game garbage. It's funny to me. It tickles my funny bone. And I think that's probably the one reason why, like, Nintendo as a company kind of gets a pass from me, is just because it's very weird. It's a very weird thing. So on one hand, they definitely aren't making the games people want from them. Usually. At the same time, they have such weird ideas constantly where it's like, you know what? You may be absolute garbage at re-releasing games and making sure that I can play an old game, you know, but ARMS. More people need to play ARMS. I hope it gets a Switch 2 Either a re-release or like a sequel. I know people meme about legs, but I would not even be upset if we got a legs. Honestly, that should have been an indie game. Somebody just makes a fighting game called Legs, and it's just like a really ridiculous one. That would be worth it. That'd be worth it getting sued by Nintendo, I feel. Completely steal that right it out from under them. Although, who knows, maybe that's already a thing and I'm just not in the know. I'm generally not in the know about all kinds of things, so I would not be surprised if Legs was real. Somehow, somewhere. They gave us legs. Yeah, what was your favorite Nintendo Switch game, you guys? Anybody enjoy any of them? None of them? Everybody's still just playing the Wii U and the 3DS? I don't know. In terms of sheer hours, I've played Smash Bros. The most. Definitely. Somewhat regrettably. I'm only halfway through playing every character against every character, so that's painful. That's painful to think about, that we've got another 2,000 hours to plug into another 2,000, 3,000 hours to plug into freaking Smash Bros. Over the next 4 to 5 years. Oh my goodness. I think about that and I'm like heartbroken. Years of my life I'm not getting back. Literal days, weeks, hours, months of my life I'm not getting back. I do it all for the obsession, really. I started it and I want to finish it. But also I think it's just really cool to, you know, be able to say I've played every character. And I do them all terribly, because I play them all exactly in the exact same way. Sometimes that works out, and sometimes it doesn't. Looking at you, Olimar. I don't know how to play you. But we'll brute force our way through it someday. And then we'll do it again with Alf. Golf clap. I don't know. I wish I spent more time playing Pokken, actually. Pokken and ARMS. I enjoyed them both when I first had the Switch before I started recording everything. I enjoyed Pokken on the Wii U. That's one of the few games I actually played online. Pokken and Splatoon, the original Splatoon. Before, like, I played Splatoon before we even had updates. So, yeah. I don't understand what, anything is. Like, anything that's not Turf Wars, I don't understand. That's where I stopped playing online Splatoon. If it's not a basic Turf War, I'm not interested. You can call me sad and pathetic, but, I don't know. I'm just here to see squids compete against squids. I'm here to see what squids are actually kids, you know? Or what kids are actually squids. I don't know which one makes me sound less creepy. I think they're both kind of bad. As a 30-something-year-old man, I probably should be careful about. Yeah, I'm just looking out for those kids. I'm just trying to keep an eye on those squid kids. Yum yum, officer. Good stuff. Did any of you ever play True Crime for the GameCube, Xbox, PlayStation 2? If you didn't, you don't understand what I was referencing. But if you did, hopefully you played the versions that didn't brick your system. What do you mean Escape from New York? Not Escape from New York, but Streets of New York can totally brick your GameCube save file. Or memory card, there we go. Man, memory cards. Does anyone remember those? What a convenient way to do things. I miss them. Is, and I kind of appreciate like the Switch allowing you to have multiple profiles, 'cause that's kind of a similar concept, where I can have multiple save files of a game and not have to worry about like a niece or a nephew or a friend's like cousin deleting my files. That's really cool. Of course, I'm not young anymore and I don't go to sleepovers, so it doesn't matter, but at the same time, if you've ever had a game get deleted by a by a friend's whatever at a sleepover, you know the pain. I think it's night. There we go. That's kind of a beautiful view. And that's a beautiful view. That's not even a word, but we said it anyway, so oopsie doodle. Okay, let's see. How far? Oh, wow. Can I give up on this? Will you judge me too hard if I give up on this? As an idea, as a project, if we just stop adding Netherrack to this whole thing, will you forgive me? Will we just move on to something else? We can make a castle. We can make a unicorn. We could make a giant sheep out of wool. But I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not affected by the sunk cost fallacy anymore. I am utterly defeated by how much more work we still have left. That's usually how I am, though. If I realize the work ahead is a lot, I kind of just lose heart completely. I need to be constantly fed the lie that like, oh yeah, it's gonna be gonna be easy peasy. It's gonna be one and done. We are so close to dealing with this thing. We just gotta buckle down, 5 minutes in and out. I don't know. I try not to be somebody who gets all quittery when we're faced with a big project, but at the same time, it's like, it's only so many projects you can do in a lifetime. And I don't like to do the mental math on it, but it's like, man, if I had $1 for every hour of my life I wasted on something that never came to fruition. I don't even want the money from that. I just want to complain. I don't even want to know the numbers at all. That is bleak stuff right there. Absolute bleak. I hear a dry bones. Or no, it's a Hammer Brothers. Yeah, if it makes the groaning, it's a Hammer Brother. If it makes the bone clacking, it's a dry bones. Listen to him, hungering for my flesh. An utter fool. Yeah, I don't have anything to say at this point. I'm already running on empty. I apologize. I always say this. I always say like next time I'll record earlier and I won't procrastinate for 8 hours and we'll actually have energy and we'll have stuff on the mind. We'll have a script or whatever. I never say I'm gonna have a script. That's silly. This is just Minecraft. This is me getting my weekly yammering on Minecraft dealt with. I don't know. Someday we'll be done with all this Netherrack placing. Someday. I keep telling myself that. It's still a pretty far away thing though, unfortunately. Unfortunately enough, it still seems pretty far away. But, you know, well, we should be able to get a lot. We have a lot of netherrack, and we should be able to get a lot of it placed within the next 2 to 3 weeks, so we'll do our best. Hopefully you guys don't feel as hopeless as I do. I know I'm feeling very hopeless, but it's fine. It's okay. Sometimes you just gotta buckle down and do the work. Grit your teeth and just see it through. Not good advice, but sometimes it's all you can do, unfortunately. Okay, that's very close to how it should be, but not quite. Always gotta appreciate that when that's how it ends up. I bit my tongue. Okay, let's just keep doing what we can. And we got some good tunes going on now. That's good. And we're making our way through this netherrack. We've still got so much of it, but we'll do our best. It may be all we can do, but we're gonna do our best. So I'm pretty sure we got everything on this side dealt with, right? So now it's just slowly filling in the little bubbles of greenery that still exist. And at some point, once we've filled in all the little areas and we've claimed all the big ones, we'll probably have to come back through and deal with caves and like pits and I keep biting my tongue. And deal with pits and stuff. I don't know. Hopefully we've got enough. Hopefully we've got enough netherrack just to cover all this stuff and we don't have to worry about it too much. One thing that I did devote some brain power to this week was reading the new chapter of One Piece. Let me tell you guys, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I really appreciate how the writing in One Piece is just so unpredictable, where depending on where every arc will start, people in the fandom will be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be Sanji's arc, or it's gonna be Frankie's arc, it's gonna be Robin's arc, it's gonna be Chopper's arc, it's gonna be Usopp's arc, and it's like, nope. It's actually no one's arc, or it's actually a random other person's arc. I love that. I love that so much. I appreciate the writing of One Piece solely in its ability to consistently like smash the fans' expectations. I think that's really cool. If only all fiction could be so peak all the time. But yeah, I can't wait to see where the next chapter goes. Because we are kind of all over the place and stuff is getting real. So we'll see how real it gets next time. Yeah, and that's my spoiler-free talk about chapter, what was it, like 1,149 of One Piece? Yeah, there's 1,149 chapters of One Piece so far. Wild. I've been reading it since I was like 11, 12, 13, somewhere in there. It was 2002? The summer of 2002? I want to say. Maybe 2003? Yeah, 2002 or 2003. Whatever would have been, like, what? Issue 7 of Shonen Jump for the US version? That's where I first found One Piece and Naruto and Shaman King and Sandland and Yu Yu Hakusho. It was a good time. It was a good time for a young guy in middle school. I'd be subscribed to not One Piece, to a Shonen Jump and reading it every month until they basically stopped doing the printed editions when I was in college. That was a sad time. Oh well. Everything's gotta end at some point, right? And now because they invested in digital stuff and trying to keep things as like same time as they can, like I can just read chapters for free on an app every Sunday. It's a beautiful thing. Come on, let me sleep. Come on, it's dark. All right. And this is the last bit of Netherrack for our full inventory. So we did manage to get it quite a bit placed. That's good. I guess the question is, how much more are we going to have to place, and how long is it going to take to place everything? And are we going to need more after the fact? I really hope we don't. I hope this is the last of this. I hope we can just call it goodsies whenever we're done with this. Whenever that takes place. Next week, the week after that. Whenever it takes place, I hope whenever we use up all our Netherrack, we're done. And heck, if we don't have to use it all up, if we have some left over, that's even better. We can make landscapes then. Alright, cool. I like to see that. But we'll see. We still got a lot of work ahead of us before we can start thinking about doing stuff on our own. Like making landscapes. But man, yeah. Slowly coming together though. That's good. I heard a spider. That's a weird thing to say because you don't really hear spiders in real life. They just kind of silently crawl and hop and do whatever they do. But in this game, you can definitely hear them. That's kind of neat, I guess. I never really thought about how weird that is, actually. That is pretty freaking kind of odd when you think about it. Minecraft is an odd thing, though, I feel. And on one hand, you can't really use real life to, like, judge it or whatever, but at the same time, like, it is pretty weird. From a person and from a real life's perspective, it is kind of weird. Okay. Yeah, I still haven't seen the Minecraft movie. I wanted to, but I just don't have the time, I guess. I guess we'll see whenever the DVD or Blu-ray comes out, or if it's ever on a streaming channel. Streaming site or app or whatever. Whatever ends up on Disney Plus or Netflix, I'll probably watch it then, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. That's not too bad, I feel. Oh no, my nose itches again. I need to sneeze. Can I... my nose itches. Gosh darn it. Why can't I? Okay, we've used up all our netherrack. Whenever we get back to the safety of the netherrack tree. The storage tree. The storage canopy. I don't know. I don't know what I want to call this thing. I don't have a good name. I don't have a snappy, witty name. So that's unfortunate. Up we go, up we go. Not you. You. Then let's go to the seeds. And that's one chest down. That does not fill me up with hope, I would say. That does not fill me to the brim with satisfaction. There, that's a little alarming. But we did get a lot more. We do have a lot more netherrack that is placed. We're gonna have a lot more netherrack placed, so we're just gonna keep doing our best. We're not gonna worry about it. Oh, we'll run out when we run out, and hopefully we don't have to gather up more. That's the idea. That's the hope. That we get to put an end to a long project. Always my expectation and hope and desire. But I look at this stuff and it's like, man, we've done so much. But there's still so much to do. Why is there always more stuff to do? I don't know. Not really a fan of it. Not really a fan of it. Honestly though, this guy could be a little volcano if we wanted. Just dig it out and fill up the inside with some lava and netherrack and call it goodsies. It's an idea. Alright, let's see. I don't know. Where does this even go? Does it go anywhere good? Not really. Oh, it's connected to the other ones. That's beautiful. I mean, that kind of makes it worth it to be down here. Oh, yeah. You're not my buddy. Where's my little buddy? I hear him sometimes when I'm standing around. Kind of expecting to find like a hammer brother holding like a feather or something, you know? Or like a piece of a plant or something silly. Oh, here, there's a spider buddy. We're encountering a lot of iron. Also, we're finding a lot of these dumb areas I kind of started. I don't think we're ever going to fully mine this up and then fill it up with netherrack. I don't think. Oh, hey, there's a buddy. Cool, cool. I was not expecting that. That one jump scared me a little bit. I'm just hoping we find another entrance out of here. Well, Let's eat something. Well, I kind of cursed my lack of directions, unfortunately. I appreciate that the TV screen is a lot lighter than the recording is, probably. I don't know, the recording looks pretty dark. Oh hey, there's our rude little guy. Found him. Well, let's get out of this cave. Oh, I hear another one. I don't see him, but I heard him. Unfortunately. Oh, here, splashing. I get to escape the way you guys cannot. Haha, suck it. Alright, and it's not really an escape because we've got... we got ways to go. Okay. No. Yeah, we wandered around quite a bit. It's neat that there's caves, I guess, but at the same time, like, I just see it as more work. More work and more annoyances. Unfortunately. Alright, so let's... I don't know. I don't know which direction I want to take this. But I guess we can try to get rid of all this grass. It's fine. It is what it is. And then we will continue. Our little dumb project. Okay, so we don't have a spot for flowers at this point. We will at some point, but for now we gotta just clear out what we got. Empty up our inventory. A little bit. Not much, we just have to make some room for some dumb little flowers. And we will. We'll be using up Netherrack. We'll be using up that Netherrack. Okay, I think that was just me. The sound of me stepping on gravel. Sometimes hard to tell, but I feel like it's okay to just be like, yeah, it's probably just me. Probably just me. I don't know why I'm insisting on doing this. Not really super necessary, but makes me feel a little better. And there's a bat, and we know where the bat came from. Until we deal with the cave, then that's just how the bats are gonna be. And that's okay. Alright, so let's keep using up our Netherrack. Let's keep placing it down. Let's keep on keeping on. The project must continue. The progress must not stop. Unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately, I don't know. Let's keep going, let's keep going. I don't know, I think it's a weird time because like a lot of the things I'm looking forward to are like in the immediate future. Like there aren't really any Switch 2 games so far that have been announced that are like, oh boy, I need to play this immediately. I need to experience this. But I am excited for, or at least curious about the new Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong, what is it, Bonanza? Did Nintendo make their own word? It's like Bonanza, except it's Bonanza. Because Donkey Kong likes bananas. You see, that's a joke. He's an ape. He likes the bananas, even though we kind of just made that up about him. Because really, it's monkeys that like bananas. And even then, that's only because that's what popular culture says they like. I don't know. I always think about the fun fact that like zoos don't really feed animals like fruit. A lot of the fruit we've bred are like too sweet and will make them like diabetic and stuff. I think about that sometimes. Kind of a gross fact. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It is what it is. That's kind of like, it's kind of a depressing fact. I don't know. I guess it kind of just illustrates to me a little bit, like, just how fragile our human sense of what's natural actually is. A lot of things we take for granted as just being a part of the world. It's like, no, those are things that only exist because of people. I don't know. I always get weirded out when people try to like argue like, well, it's not natural, and it's like, you're literally arguing with me, a guy who has worn glasses for like 2/3 of my life. I would not be here without a childhood surgery. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know. I think people just take a lot of things for granted that in general, yeah, I think people take things for granted a lot. People don't really consider the hows and the whys and the whats and the wheres of like all the little things that allow your life to happen. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird for thinking about things all the time. And it's not even thinking, it's just like I yammer. I like to talk. I like to stammer my way through a thought sometimes, you know? Occasionally we approach something resembling like coherency. Not all the time. We're not guilty of cohesiveness, usually, but you know, sometimes it does happen. And that's neat. My original idea with this was to like actually dig up all the dirt of that lower layer and have it be separated. But I think what we're really just gonna do is we're just gonna do it kind of like we were doing on the other sides, was just extend it until we reach a set of blocks that's higher. And then we'll call it goodsies from there. Make it look like it's kind of spreading a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe not like that. You know, I heard about this a while ago, and I don't know if it's real or if it's something I imagined, but like, weren't there like Legos that were from the like a Legend of Zelda set Legos? Was that a thing, or did I make that up? I don't think I made that up. I don't care about Legos or Zelda that much. But, I don't know. What's going on with that? Um, yeah, I think that's probably good enough. Because we got a lot of stuff to go. Got a lot of stuff to do. We got a lot of stuff to fill in. Nope, not like that. Let us keep going on. Yeah, I've been following the Animal Crossing Lego sets a lot more. I don't know. I don't know if I think the Animal Crossing sets are cool or not. I guess it's gonna depend on what they do with them. Right now, they seem neat, and they definitely seem like something a kid could play with. Easy peasy. They also seem like something like if an adult were to make a giant like island on a table, you know, with like dozens of base plates. Like, I think that'd be cool. I could see that being a very fun pastime. At the same time, it's like we've already gotten duplicates of 2 of the villagers. We got 2 Isabel minifigures and 2 Julian minifigures. So that's a little concerning, considering there's literally hundreds of actual villagers and dozens, if not like hundreds of special characters at this point. Like, I don't know. Do we really need 2 Isabels? Do we really need 2 Julians? Are we going to need like 2 Rosies or Tangies or any other character they want? Although there are some of them where it's like I wouldn't really mind, like, you know, if they gave us a you know, standard KK slider with the 1 set and then we get a DJ KK, like that's cool, I guess. Or if we got a Wisp minifig and as like his ghost form and then the genie Wisp, that'd be cool. Like I wouldn't complain about that. And I guess Isabel's a little unfair because like she's got the different like outfits. So that's fair, I guess. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure both the Julian figures are also wearing different outfits, but it's like, I don't know. I don't want to collect. If I was collecting these, I don't want to collect like a bunch of different sets just to have a bunch of the same kind of like minifigure, I guess. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. I guess it depends on who's designing these sets and who's and who, if the people who design the sets are like into Animal Crossing and are making sets for their favorite, that would be funny. It's just somebody who's really into Julian. He's gonna get a few more sets. He's gonna be included in a few more sets. That'd be funny. I would love to read the online like Lego forums of people in Animal Crossing forums complaining about that. I would love actually if he's included in a few more sets. Actually, yeah. I was complaining about it. I was making fun of it, and then it's like actually. That is something I would enjoy seeing, just because the threads, the threads and the posts people would make would be delicious. So yeah, I'm all for it now. I am all for duplicate Animal Crossing villager minifigs, actually. As long as it's somebody else's pet peeve, I think I could endure I can endure seeing it happen a bunch. Just so I could see other people complain about it, yeah. That is the horrible way I do be sometimes. Usually. And with that, my mind goes once again. Completely blank. No topics left inside. Unfortunate. Oh well, we will try. We'll try our best. And here we are. Neat. And we can get rid of some of that wood because it's no longer necessary, I guess. I don't know. Uh-oh. It is what it is. And it is no longer necessary. I hear a guy. Oh, I see a guy. Have you been wandering down there all alone all this time? I guess he has been. Neat. Can I can't. I can jump. You cannot. Okay. Sucks to suck, idiot. Oh well. He's doing his best. He's doing his best. I'm doing my best. We're all doing our best here. I'm gonna need a drink of water soon. If I'm being honest. And I think I am. So maybe the next time we end up in the old whatever pops it, we will get a sip of water. Sneak a little sippy poo. Stay a little hydrated. Okay, I think that's good enough for this part of it. Okay. Let's fill in this stuff. And work our way around and down. And hopefully empty out another chest. That'd be nice. That would be really nice and convenient if we could empty out another chest, because then we'd have 2.5 left? 3? I don't know. I'd have to actually look. Neat. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have any rants. I kind of went on some rants at the bonfire, so now I'm kind of just like dead. Dead inside. Drained, you could say. I don't know. I think I only have like so many pre-built rants I can go on in a day. And unfortunately, I've already drained today's. I do have to do laundry. That's not a rant, but that's a statement of a thing that needs to happen. I do need to do laundry. Maybe I'll do that while I'm exporting and editing. Well, not editing, but exporting videos for upload. Maybe that'll be a thing to do. Okay. That works for me. Yeah, I don't know. I do have to do laundry, though. It's been piling up for a while. And that's always probably the best time to get it done, is when it starts to pile up. Better than just letting it pile up, I guess. Alright, so this whole point is done. Huh. And then it's just making sure we don't leave any weird spaces where there's earth exposed. Okay. Yeah, we still got a fair amount of Netherrack, unfortunately. I mean, it seems like a lot more just because we got a lot of stuff in our pockets now. That's also kind of an issue. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. I'm not good at mental math, so I don't know how long all of this is gonna take. I assume worst case scenario, the video after the next one, we will finish placing all the Netherrack. And then we will decide what we'll do after that. Hopefully it won't be anything painful. Hopefully it'll be fairly painless going forward. I don't know if I could handle like something painful going forward. I don't know. But I never really think about how long a project's gonna be, and I do let them grow a lot more than they should, probably. But I don't know, we'll do our best. I heard another spider. Dang. Turns out our underground friend wasn't our only friend. What a shame. Oh yeah. Guess we closed up that cave. Okay. Works for me. Works for me. Okay. What? Oh, I hate it when I fall down and then I place a block in front of me. In a spot I wouldn't place a block. That's infuriating. And maybe a lot of these caves are actually going to end up like this, where we're just gonna deal with them in a dumb way. Where they end up getting covered just because of the way things shake out. A lot more seeds though. We're gonna have a lot of seeds, I feel. And whether that's unfortunate or fortunate is going to depend on your perspective of, I guess, using the composter, isn't it? I don't even know if we made any in this world at all. Oh well. It is what it is, after all. It is what it is. I hear a spider. I am also getting kind of upset whenever our netherrack blocks don't get placed because there's grass in the way. And that's also kind of frustrating. Oh boy. Huh. That one sounded way too close. Like, that sounds like this thing is above ground. Oh hey, there's a guy. There's a buddy. And he's got a little buddy. I heard you, little buddy. But did you hear me? Oh, you're trapped down there. That's funny. Oh, hey, I see you. Oh, yeah. Oh no, he's after me now. And that was actually pretty effective. Dumb, but kind of effective. Nice. Oh, did I just hear fish? I don't know. I never know what I'm hearing sometimes. Oh, I'm probably just hearing myself stepping on sand. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I remember when I was younger and working at Toys R Us, wanting to collect the Lego Minecraft sets because they started coming out around that time. And you know what? I'm glad I never committed to that. There's too many of those sets. I would not have the room for them. I don't know if I'd be happy collecting with them. Like sometimes there's a point where it's like you're just collecting because you like the sunk cost fallacy right there. Like you've already spent hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars collecting all these sets and thinking how pointless it would be to stop, but it's like, I don't know. At a certain point it's also pointless to keep going. And it's harmful to keep going. So you gotta be able to put your foot down. It's really hard to do that though. It's really hard to tell yourself no when all you've done is tell yourself yes. But you can't be an adult if you're just enabling yourself. I don't know if that's good advice or a good perspective, but it's a perspective. And there's definitely worse advice, so I don't know. You decide. Any of you guys watch epic rap battles of history? Do they even have new ones anymore, or do they stop? I feel like they stopped. I feel like I haven't seen epic rap battles in history for a while. But I could be wrong. I don't know, I'm not the most with it person. I'm not generally paying attention to things. It'd be nice if they are. That'd be cool. That'd be something to look forward to. But at the same time, if the creators have decided to do new stuff, other stuff, then that's also understandable. That's another thing I experienced, like, what was it, 2010, 2011? Like, it's been a while since those days, I guess. The before times. I say the before times, but I don't know, I don't think 2010 is that before anything, really. And I say that as someone who was born in the 90s. It's weird to me to think that there are people who were born in 2010, 2018. The people being born this year. It's weird to think about. It's weird to think about there are people who were born before me who are boggled by the fact that there are people born in the 90s, you know? What a weird world we live in. Or less a weird world, what a weird way to be, this human way. Where we're so unable to, like, properly understand other people's perspectives, and yet we keep trying in new ways, don't we? There's always new media about somebody else's story. I don't know, that's kind of inspiring in a way. Despite our shared competence as a species, we keep trucking along. I know, it's kind of beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these are just gonna end up being lava pits, I feel. Some of these dumb vertical tunnels are just gonna end up being a little volcano, a little lava pit. That's fine, right? That's okay. Maybe it's not. Maybe we could do a little better. Ah, come on. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest though, I really need that drink of water. I should have stopped at any point before this and just did it. Freshened up a little drinky poo for myself. Oh well. We're almost there. We just got a few more things in Netherrack to deal with, and then we can go back to the whatever word we're using for shelter. You know, the base, man, we use this word so many times. Now I'm brain farting on it. Gosh darn it. We actually do need to start playing this at appropriate times and actually be well rested, because I don't think I can function like this anymore. I don't like playing this game sleep deprived. I just can't get my mind on a single topic. I can't remember what we've done, what kind of words, like, and I feel like I'm kind of like that usually, but I don't know. What would I be like if I was on top of my game? What would this game be like if I was playing it while on top of my game? I don't know. It's been a while. I don't remember. If only it wasn't so dark before we get. If only it wasn't so dark before we get ready to do stuff. Kind of unfortunate. We're almost running out of Netherrack. That's good. It's got to place a little bit more. And then we just gotta go back to the outpost. That's the word I was looking for. Outpost. Gotta go back to the outpost. Yep. And then I'll take my sip of water. I don't know if that'll fix anything. Possibly won't. Possibly will. If it does, I'll feel like a fool, but you know what? That's life. You should always feel a little stupid if you have an option to help yourself and you choose not to take it. You should feel very dumb. I often feel very dumb because of that. You should definitely want to help yourself as much as possible. Okay. That works for me, for now. There we go. Look at that. We are Netherrackless for the first time in a while. And after playing this game for like an hour and a half almost, we've we did get a lot of Netherrack placed. We did do that. Unfortunately, we've still got a lot more to place. So we're getting there. I'm not in top form, but you know, I have intentions of being in top form at some point. I have concepts of I have the concept of being in top form at some point. I don't know. Oh yeah, we were going to go back to the thing first, the outpost. Okay. Got it. Bad. Okay, so the seeds need to go somewhere else because they are full. Beautiful. And then I'm going to eat stuff. Okay. I got my sip of water, and I feel like that did help. That definitely made the dustiness in my throat and mouth go away. And that's probably just temporary, but I regret not doing this an hour ago. Oh yeah, and we do need to get more Netherrack. That would be kind of pointless to go around on our Netherrack placing day without Netherrack. Utterly tragic. Utterly unfortunate. I feel like we'll fill up our inventory one more time, and then whenever we've placed all of this, that'll be where we call it. Hopefully we can get it done in 20 minutes. That'd be nice, calling it a little early just for me. For being extra good at placing Netherrack. But we'll see. I don't think it'll be quite that simple. But I can dream. A boy can dream. A man can dream. We can all dream of ice cream. What's your guys' favorite flavor of ice cream? If you got one. If you don't, that's fine too. If you don't, what's your least favorite? I like anything with mixed flavors, pretty much. Like cookies and cream. Let's see. Superman, Neapolitan, Moose Tracks, Rocky Road, Marshmallow Swirl. Like anything that's a little more than just basic flavor. And that's not like I don't like chocolate or vanilla. I do. But I'm also... Why is there vines everywhere? Where are these coming from? Fascinating. Not really what I want to see, but you know, fascinating nonetheless. Oh, they're probably just coming from... They were just left there and grew. Okay. Probably. I don't know, but probably. We still haven't used up a full thing? Oh my. How tragic. Okay, we are going to be placing Netherrack for a while, aren't we? Oh, that's interesting. I don't know what that means. That's a weird thing to find. That's when we were finding all these like natural tunnels. It's really weird just to find a little divot. That's a little too deep to be like something you would dig out yourself. I don't know what that was. Yeah, I am ready to go to bed, actually. I wish I was in top form. I wish I had a lot of cool things to talk about. I don't know. I don't know. I saw people argue online about how a lot of anime and manga lately have been ending pretty poorly. And then people would be upset, like, how can you say, like, Oshi no Ko, or Attack on Titan, or My Hero Academia ended poorly. How dare you say that? I love the ending. Or people are like, some of you just need reading comprehension, and you need to understand that just because something ends unhappy doesn't mean it's a bad ending. I don't know. I live for people being like that, though. But yeah. Are there any like manga or anime or any sort of show or anything, book that you've read that ended in a way where you like it was just really unpleasant for you? I feel like the only media I've consumed that kind of like had a visceral like yuck as I was reading it or finishing it were like Hot Gimmick, the manga, is pretty gross. And then there's a book called Into the Woods, I want to say. I think it's also got a TV show now. It's a really well-written book. It's also like the first book in a series. But my sister made me read it. And I ended up reading it while on a family vacation. And like it just kind of soured my mood for the entire time once I finished it. Like it's one of those ones where it's just like you finish it and you're like, okay, I'm upset. I'm upset for multiple reasons. Why did anybody recommend this book to me? How dare you? You ruined my vacation. You deserve to die. Not that extreme, but like definitely not very happy. The main thing is the narrator is unreliable as a narrator, so you can't really trust him. But he does a really good job for most of it of making him seem like a good guy, and it's like, no, you're actually kind of a creep. And I wish I realized this before I was emotionally invested in you and your relationship with your partner. And not being able to foresee certain events is kind of frustrating. And also, there are no real answers to some of the mysteries. We get some really good ones for like the main one that kind of drives the plot, but everything else, it's just kind of like, nope. Happened years ago, no answers, suck it. I don't know. It's definitely a good piece of literature, but it's also very frustrating. So yeah, I would recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it if you are overly susceptible to being lied to by a book or media protagonist or narrator. Like, if you are very susceptible to that, if you're very susceptible to media ruining your mood or affecting your mood, I would say, like, maybe hold off on it. But yeah, Into the Woods. Pretty decent stuff. To be fair, it wasn't the only thing I read. I'm pretty sure, what did I also read? I read, was it Iwata Speaks? The memoirs of, or like collected interviews with Iwata, the former president of Nintendo. Like, that was a book that came out in what, 2021? And I think that would have been the time, right? 2021, 2022? Somewhere in there. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey, friend. You got a trident, which means you're too dangerous to let live. Oh, you're gonna kill me. I'm not happy about that. Well, at least... at least I can see... kind of the vague area I was in, so that's cool. That's kind of the beautiful thing about being in a small world, and yeah, I don't have any armor. That's right. I was a little cocky, wasn't I? And I should not have been. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. I need to get to that side. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of the beauty of making a mega structure, is you can use it to navigate. There we go. And maybe what I'll do is we will collect our stuff and then we'll sleep in that outpost and call it goodsies. And hopefully the wet bones, the drowned, the whatever the word for the specific creature that's this little star-eyed skeleton guy. Yeah, 'cause it looks like he's gone. Well, that's unfair. My stuff went all over, though. That's also unfair. Like, it is straight up all over. That's not good. That's not cool. I'm not a fan of that. Okay, let's put that away. Let's put that there. Okay. And so that's everything. I hope so. I hope there's nothing that's been lost. Or was it wasn't Iwata Speaks, it was Iwata Says, right? Like, that's what it was. It was something like that. And it was pretty fascinating, like, it was pretty neat. And then I also read, what was it called? It was something else, like Penguin Highway or Penguin something. And that one was, it was made into an anime movie. Like, that was kind of neat. I don't remember why I bought it, but I did at some point, and then Finally got around to reading it that week. Had a family vacation. That was nice. I don't think I've had a family vacation since. So oopsie doopsies. Probably try to make time. That would be smart. That would be very smart to do. Okay. It's kind of starting to look a little less natural. Still got a lot of netherrack to deal with, though. Just too much netherrack. It's hard to feel like we're ever gonna be done with it, because it's all over the place. But you know, we'll keep placing it, and eventually it'll be all gone. Hopefully, as long as we keep placing it in the right area. You know what series is another comfort series for me though? Delicious and Dungeon. I keep going back to that randomly. So I don't know. Hopefully we get a season 2 soon. I'm excited. I got the complete series, I got the manga series complete for Christmas, so that was really cool. I actually haven't had a chance. It's less I haven't had the chance to like read it, and it's more that like I haven't had it hasn't been far enough away from me reading it. Cause I've read I reread it just last year at some point. So I'll probably wait a little bit and then I'll parse through my actual Delicious and Dungeon volumes. And I feel like the art book was either coming out, I think it might already be out. So that might be another thing to look up. Maybe see if I still have a Barnes & Noble account and see if I can order it from them. That'd be nice. A nice little thing for myself. Alright, that's... Okay. Hanging dumb little ledges for myself. Dumb little excuses. Okay. Yeah, we got most of this, it's not a peninsula, it's like an isthmus, right? That's when a little strip of land connects, two bigger strips of land, is that it? Yeah, this whole thing is almost covered. Unfortunately, it's got so many caves, but it's nice that they're all connected, I guess. So we can get rid of a few entrances if it means, if it's convenient for us, and it's not a big deal. It's not like anything's more trapped than it would have been otherwise. Yeah, I hear you. You little unfortunate ghoulie guy. I hear you, buddy. But yeah, we are making progress, and that's kind of... I keep saying like, yeah, we're making progress, and that's the important thing. Step by step. Blah, blah, blah. I probably sound like a broken record at this point. But, you know, it's okay to make progress slowly, as long as it's consistently. Slow progress with no consistency is not ideal. I suppose it's more ideal than no progress at all, period, but I don't know. Okay. So yeah, we'll just keep doing what we can. And then whenever we use up all of the netherrack in our hands, we'll call it goodsies. It'll probably be after 2 hours, unfortunately. But hey, at least it means we should be pretty close to being done with the netherrack next time. And we should be really close. We should be done with it the time after that. So hopefully we do get a lot of this stuff done and dealt with. And as far as like, you know what, I'm okay with the caves being left alone as long as I never have to go back to the nether to spend hours mining netherrack. So we'll see, we'll see. We'll definitely get a good look of how it makes things look. We might just do the visible parts of the caves, the parts you can see from their entrances, the parts you can see from a pit or a hole. You know, we'll do what we can. Not really promising anything, but you know, we'll do what we can. Make this area not look totally garbo. We have made a fair amount of progress, so that's cool. We've definitely got so much to go, though. That's the depressing thing. We've got so much more to go. And that's okay. I don't know why it skips one. I thought it was because of the grass. I think it's just the way it is. I think it's just an uneven placement. Yeah. What's is unfortunate? That's really frustrating. Like, why does it do that? Who made the game like this? Who programmed this and deserves to get punished for annoying me? Okay. Yeah, hopefully... Gosh darn it. Stop. I hate this so much. Absolutely hate it when I fall down and I place a block in front of me and it's not in the right spot. Just... I know I could fix it by being mindful of my surroundings, but I just want to complain. I just want to complain about something that irks me a little bit. And there we go. That's pretty much all of this. I think. Hey, a sheep. Cool, a Koopa, a little buddy. So we did manage to get this chunk dealt with. For the most part, we got more stuff we can do. For the most part, this whole chunk is now good and free. Hooray. Oh boy. Oh yeah. And now the question is, what more? How far do we go? What more do we do? Okay. I don't like that. Also, don't like the background music. Thanks, game. Or the background sound. The ambiance it tried to give us. You know, I could do without, for being honest. But hey, it's fine. It's okay. It is what it is. I get it. And it does give us a nice area to place a lot of netherrack unopposed. Okay. I'm appreciating it, but I don't really want to. Come on. Let's get some netherrack out of here. Whatever we need to do. Nope, not what I want. And then... yeah. This will be fair. This will be fine. Yeah, it'll be okay. So yeah, we'll do this whole little thing and then we'll connect it over and then we'll do this little bit as well. And then we'll probably just loop around and see if we can't make sure everything's all spread out wherever. I'm really feeling like I don't want to mine any more netherrack, but I feel like to do it the way I envisioned, we'd probably have to mine a little bit more, just so we can get the caves kind of leveled out. Because I feel like we are probably going to use up everything we mined. Just donking around with the overworld. And that's fair, that's fine, I guess. But I really just want to be done with this. I know I keep saying that, but I do. This project has gone on for so long. I'm ready for something new. I'm ready to see what awaits us in the future, you know? Nice flowers, okay. Let's get rid of all of this netherrack. Let's turn this from a little plateau into a nice thing to fall into. Awesome. Cool, cool. Definitely appreciate that. Definitely a very cool thing to have happen to us constantly. Okay, cool, cool. We are getting there though. Like we are definitely covering this world with stuff, which is neat. But it's taken a while. And that taking a while is taking a toll on me. So we'll see. We will see where things are when we're done with this, I guess. Okay. I'm losing my mind. And that's okay, that's fine. I'm also apparently losing my voice, and that's also okay. We're just doing our best. Trying not to be unhinged about it all. Just trying my best. Okay, that wasn't the worst thing that could have happened because that's actually where we need to place one. So that works out, that's cool. Once this stuff works out for me. Okay. Let's place a bed, take a nap. Let it become daytime. Pull out yet more Netherrack. And then hopefully... Oh my god, why? Stop. I know, I do it to myself, but it's still frustrating. Regardless of how it happens, it's frustrating either way. Neat. Yeah, I am hopefully hiding how frustrated I am. I need to go to bed. I'm starting to get cranky. I'm starting to get unreasonably cranky about dumb stuff. And it's just Minecraft stuff, but it's like I'm not calming down. I'm not able to see this as just the fun japes of a game that I play. I'm starting to take things personally, and that's no good. It's a kid's game. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, where people die because of a child's card game. There are gods being created and born and controlled with a child's card game. Yu-Gi-Oh is so weird, but that's a fascinating thing. I'm glad I got to experience its original rise in the United States. I remember my first card, Boar Soldier. I don't know why a random classmate gave it to me, but they did. Probably because it wasn't worth it for them to keep it. Alright. I was always more of a petite angel, shining friendship kind of guy, though. There's some really adorable Yu-Gi-Oh cards. One of those things I watch when I'm like just going through like YouTube shorts is like this guy who talks about like the backstories of like random Yu-Gi-Oh cards and like Yu-Gi-Oh archetypes and stuff. And that's really fascinating stuff, I gotta say. Like, it's not something I'm gonna look up myself, but if someone's telling me about it, like, yeah, that's actually pretty cool. That there's a lot of cards where it's like, it's actually the same character on multiple cards. It's just like, they've got their own little story arc. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm uncontrollably yawning. I went from frustrated to just drained. And I guess that's how it goes, you know. I'm definitely the kind of person where if I get upset, I have a good cry about it, take a nap, and then I'm good to go. Kind of always been that kind of brat kid, so definitely the way I function. Yeah, I cannot process strong emotions, period. It's unfortunate, but that's life. All it does is alienate me a little bit. Not really anything to think about too strongly, either way. Okay. So honestly, if we're being honest, we should probably go to these 2 trees as well. And maybe even this one. And then everything else can be kept. I hope that's how it goes. I hope that's how it's supposed to be. Feel pretty dumb otherwise. Well, that was weird. It kind of just did every other one. Okay. And then da-da-da-da-da-da. I think the real danger of YouTube Shorts are like, there's so many, there's like 4 or 5 people who make videos with like the same kind of voice. And I'm pretty sure like a few of them are actually AIs stealing the voice of another person, of like one of them. So it's like, that's unfortunate. I see a bunch of them, and it's like they all have different names, and it's like one of these is real, right? Or maybe they're all fake and they're all using the same AI voice. That'd be funny. Like back in 2020, 2021, where like all those like reading Reddit like whatevers with the text-to-speech voice. Like there are multiple different like YouTube channels, and I guess they were just making bank at the time. Like that's what people were into at the time. But yeah, I don't know. Like on one hand, when a company like Audible is like, yeah, we're gonna start offering audiobooks read by AI. Like I know a lot of people are like, I'm going to not pay for this anymore because what am I paying for if I'm not gonna get quality like readings? But it's like, I don't know, man. People don't pay to like listen to stuff like that on YouTube, but they definitely watch it. So I don't know. I don't know. At the same time, it could just be like the YouTube channels that do that pay for bots as well whenever they start earning money to inflate their numbers, and the push of AI is largely just I don't know, like grift. I don't know. I'd have to see like actual numbers, and you'd have to see the actual facts. Like it'd be funny if Audible lost a lot of its following just because people were upset about the AI readers or speakers. At the same time, like, I wouldn't be surprised if the numbers, if it did cause a drop off, but it wasn't like fatal. And I think it would be really funny if it did cause a fatal drop off, though. That's always kind of the thing. It's like, yeah, you made your choice, and it did not go the way you wanted it to. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a mean person. But I definitely find it funny when things like that happen. When people make choices that are divisive and hated. And they don't even try to justify it. And then, you know, they don't try to change it either. It's a thing that happened. Okay. So yeah, that's all of our Netherrack. That one was on me. I was a bit slow on the draw there. unfortunately. Okay, let's see how much of this area we can get filled in before we run out of Netherrack. And then next time we'll work to finish up this area. We'll do our perimeter check. I don't know, we might just... It's really going to depend on how quickly we do things and how long it takes to do other things. Like, if we do get rid of those trees... Like, I don't think it'll take too long to get that little area also netherracked. So it's really just finishing up this, getting this dumb little, like, valley filled in, deciding where we're gonna cut it off over in there, and then deciding what we're gonna do on the front. And then filling in caves, I guess, too. That's also... So we'll see. We're definitely getting there. Definitely going to take more of an investment of Netherrack, but we'll see how close we are. I say, non-committal about mining more. If we need more, we're probably just going to call it goodsies. We'll just fill everything in with lava. We'll waste 4 videos of gathering lava and pouring it into here, going back and forth from the nether, willy-nilly. And I mean, that wouldn't be fun, but, you know, lava's neat. It's a neat resource to gather. Alright, we got one more full stack, and then that is that for today. It's a little after 2 hours in, so that's cool. Heck, if we really get zooming on this stuff and actually do knock out, I don't know, this part of it's like we'll finish up the placing netherrack the time after next time, especially if we do the trees. If we start getting rid of trees, it's gonna take longer to get through all of this stuff, so we'll do our best. We'll do our best, but no promises. I don't know where we're gonna end up doing this stuff. I don't know how much longer it's gonna take. My hope is that we're gonna get done soon. That would be nice. And that is that. Let's see if we can get a good view of the stuff from the ship, actually. Like, what's the point of building it up there if we can't look at the world below? At the same time, it's not really built so we can look at the world below, so we'll see. If it's not a good view, we'll just climb a mountain or something. Oh no. I'm tired and yawning. I'm falling off freaking ladders, man, taking forever. It's fine. It is what it is. Actually, I can see that. But yeah, the caves are a little painful to look at because we can definitely see them clearly at an angle, at the whole upstop that we're at, or not upstop, at the whole point we're at our angle. But I don't know. It is nice to see. Oh, that kind of full though. That's kind of wild. I don't know, like maybe we went too far. Maybe we went a bit too far with this. That's a little bit much, isn't it? Oh well. Can I get up here? And I don't think I can look down. I don't think we've got a good angle to look down from up here. But we'll see. Yeah, no, that's not. Okay. Then can we get to the front of the sip and see what's going on there? Boop. Not really. Then can I do it from this side? I was thinking no, but I'm also thinking maybe? We're getting surprisingly far doing this. Okay. And that is our... that is our efforts right there. Laid bare. You can see it pretty much all. Wow. So yeah, next time we will be working on that area and that area, and then we'll move to the front. I feel like we filled in that area a lot, so I guess we'll see if there's anything left on this side that needs to be filled in. So hopefully that doesn't take too much time. We can move on to the front, and hopefully we'll have stuff left over to do the cave entrances at least. So yeah, that's the plan. I expect it to take at least 2 more videos worth of Minecrafting, and then we'll be done with our way too much Netherrack environment. This is just way too much. I don't even know why we... I mean, I know why, but it's like... Jeez Louise. This is a lot. The scope of this expanded way too much. We should have stopped before, like, we approached this whole area. I don't know. And then, like, we still continued it a little bit there. We should have just dug that out and just let it be a little peninsula, you know? We don't need an isthmus. Oh well. It's fine. It is what it is. Yeah, thank you for watching, if you did. If you didn't, that's fine too. I'll see you guys next time. If you're still willing to stick with me doing this. Oh boy. I'm sorry. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.